guys, here's 2.4 day 3 homework. I'm going to start out with number 1. Notice I gave myself a little bit more room than I gave you on your homework. I learned my lesson there. Change that one for next year. All right, here we go. Write a polynomial function of at least degree with real coefficients in standard form that has the given zeros. So if these are my zeros, then x minus 3 times x plus 4 times x minus 6 times x plus 1 would represent my polynomial. So all I did there was take all of my zeros and change their sign to make them into a factor. If you're an academic, you stop there. If you're in pre-AP, you got to take this a step further and actually multiply these guys out. So I'm going to do them in 2. So I'm going to start with these 2 and multiply them together. X times x would be x squared. X times 4 is 4x. And then minus 3x. 4 minus 3 would be positive x. Negative 3 times 4 is negative 12. And I'm going to do the same thing to these 2 binomials. So x times x again is x squared. And then I've got 1x minus 6x, that's minus 5x. Negative 6 times 1 would be minus 6. We're going to use a little table here like you did with Coach Otten last year. Multiply these guys out, maybe I'll leave it like this. I've got x squared times x squared plus x minus 12, x squared minus 5x minus 6. So let's multiply these guys out. X squared times x squared would be x to the 4. X squared times negative 5x is negative 5x cubed. X squared times negative 6 is negative 6x squared. Second row, x times x squared gives me 1 more x. X times negative 5x, negative 5x squared. X times negative 6 is negative 6x. Last row, multiplying the top guy by negative 12. Negative 12 times x squared is negative 12x squared. Negative 12 times negative 5 would be positive 60x. Negative 12 times negative 6 would be positive 72. And so now, if you notice, you can add along the diagonal, because that's where your like terms are at. So I've got x to the 4. X, or 1 minus 5 would be negative 4x cubed. Negative 12 minus 5 is negative 17, minus 6 is negative 23x squared. 60 minus 6 is 54x plus 72. All right, let's look at number 2. So number 1 was great. There were all real solutions. Now we got some that's got imaginary. Remember, our conjugate theorem said that if 4 plus I is a root, then 4 minus I also has to be a root. So I've got x minus a minus 5 would be plus 5, x minus 3, x minus 4 plus I, and x minus 4 minus I. If you are in academic, you can stop there. If you're in pre-AP, here's our torture. Let's start with our first 2 binomials and multiply them together. X times x is x squared. And then I've got negative 3x, positive 5. 5 minus 3 would be 2x. And then 5 times negative 3 would be negative 15. All right, multiplying our second 2 binomials. Again, x times x is x squared. And then I've got x times this guy, so minus x times 4 minus I. And then minus times x times 4 plus I. And then minus times minus would be positive, and then 4 plus I times 4 minus I. All right, let's clean up this a little bit before we multiply times our trinomial. All right, I've got x squared. Distributing this negative x gives me negative 4x. Negative times negative is positive xi. Again, negative x times 4 is negative 4x. Negative x times I. And another set of binomials to multiply. 4 times 4 is 16. Minus 4i plus 4i minus I squared. All right. Negative xi and positive xi will cancel each other out. Negative 4i and 4i cancel each other out. And remember, I squared is negative 1. So this is negative times negative 1. That's going to make it positive 1. All right, making that a little nicer, we get x squared plus 2x minus 15. Here I get x squared. Minus 4x is minus 8x. 16 plus 1 is 17. And again, we're going to take it and put it into our table so that we have some really nice accounting here. And we just have to add along our diagonals. All right, we got x squared plus 2x minus 15, x squared minus 8x plus 17. X squared times x squared is x to the 4th. X squared minus 8x is negative 8x cubed. We get 17x squared. 2x times x squared is 2x cubed. 2 times negative 8 is negative 16x squared. 2 times 17 is 34x. And then negative 15 times x squared is negative 15x squared. Negative 15 times negative 8, it's going to be positive 80 plus 40. Positive 120x. That sound right? I think so. Positive 120x. And then 17 times 15, what did I do with that calculator? 17 times 15 would give me 255, and it's going to be negative 255. All right, going along my diagonals, that gives me x to the 4th. 2 minus 8 would be negative 6x cubed. Negative 15 minus 16 would be negative 31. Plus 17 would be 16. Sorry, I'm just getting negative 14x squared. And then 120 plus 34x would be 154x minus 255. All right, that's it for this video. I'm going to come back and do one. Probably just going to have one time to do a problem for the second video. I'm going to do number 2 since we did number 1 today in class. I'm going to do number 2. And then feel free to email me if you have questions.